Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Europa Universalis IV, where we are playing as the Netherlands. And I've been trying to remember what on earth has been going on. We did take over Denmark because we wanted to push more of the money out of Lubeck into the Netherlands. We've done that. We're now getting 329 ducats here, which we convert into 477 a month, which is a crazy amount. We have a surplus of 311 ducats, which is pretty nice. It definitely has certain advantages. We have been colonising pretty heavily. We've got New Holland, New Overijssel, New Vlaanderen, New Gelderland, New Brabant, New Friesland, New Utrecht, New Limburg. So yeah, amateur money. Oi. So we kind of need to think where we want to go next. I'd kind of like to go into California. I'd kind of like to go a little bit more into the Congo. Oh, that's Tuscan Congo. That would mean war with Tuscany. I mean, that's not necessarily a problem. It'd just be easier if it was just Congo. You're allied with Prussia. I'm allied with Prussia. I'd rather not break that alliance. We also need to do something about Austria, because Austria just inherited Bohemia and is looking rather scary. Let's actually sort this by army size. Austria, 240,000, Ottomans 230, and a big drop, Timurids, Scandinavia, then me. There's an even bigger drop between Timurids and us. Okay, and I still have some mercenaries. I think that's just a couple of infantry which were fighting rebels or something like that. When you get the 5-digit income, then we can talk. I'll see what I can do. The other area that we could definitely expand into is Indonesia. There are still a couple of uncolonised areas, but more to the point, there's a very large Malacca here, which we could go and try and absorb. Though they're allied to the Ottomans. Well, the Ottomans, there's not a lot they can do against us. I mean, they could try to go for the Netherlands, but this is Fortress Netherlands. Like, it is not easy to take. I wonder if the Prussians would join us in that war. Prussia would. As would Gujarat, though I don't think we necessarily need Gujarat for this one. But Prussia would join. That's very interesting, because then we could have the face-off between Prussia and the Ottomans, and I could definitely provide some troops for that. The last thing that we were doing at the end of the last episode, I think, was pacifying South America. We've taken the coastline again. Remember how Cusco came back and took out most of New Utrecht? It was not a good time. It was definitely not a good time. And we're still getting government reforms, crikey. Well, I guess we did change from monarchy to a republic. Albeit a republic that really doesn't use republican tradition a lot. I can't decide if I like the Dutch Republic at the moment. I'm not a massive fan of it, I have to say. It used to be a heck of a lot stronger. Right, so we have a strong navy. 49 two-deckers. 2 units drilling there. What's our professionalism? 70. We do have about 50,000 currently pacifying the Danes. Do we have any unrest revolt chance here? Actually, no. Interesting. Why is that? Oh, because they've had recent uprisings. Well, okay then. So I would say that we have about 100,000 troops that we can use. And do we have the Imperialism CB yet? I think we do. Yeah, we do. And we have a landing point. Oh no, that's Ming, that's not us. We have a landing point in Lombok. Could ask Lubeck to transfer trade. That is true, I could. And they would. Well, they wouldn't transfer trade, but they would steer trade, and they apparently have 10 merchants. They'd already be steering trade here. Never mind, that matters not at all. So what I need to do is improve my relations with you slightly, because they're actually kind of low. We already are. Yeah, it's just low because we stopped improving relations, that's fine. Alright, so where are my transports right now? So we have 27,000 men here on the coast. This was another war that we just fought. It was against... Well, it wasn't Kilwa. What was that? It was Kilwa. Okay, it was Kilwa. And Ajuran here in the north, which allowed us to get a bit of control over Aden. So we're shifting most of the money south, although there is still a fair amount being caught up there. There's loads of money in India that's not being pushed out yet, which we'll definitely need to do something about. Maybe I should go after India. Because I do quite like the idea of having a strong Ottoman to act as a counter to Austria. I don't necessarily want to weaken them myself. And most of the money here is going to Gujarat, whom I'm currently allied to. Could break that alliance. Because we would need to seize control of this, and then Coromandel, and then Bengal. And I could drop a lot of troops on top of Sindh. Actually, the Ottomans who are over here. You're allied to the Timurid, Jaunpur and Gujarat. While Monis are allied only to Mysore. Actually, going after you two would be relatively easy. I could land in Sri Lanka and use that as dropping off base. You know what? I kind of like that idea. Maybe I'll go after Mysore instead. Because then I can take more control of Coromandel. I can shift more of the trade out to Aden while I don't have that huge control of Gujarat. I can build some more trade ships, probably. I could definitely build some more trade ships. Heavy frigate. When do great frigates become available? Tech 26. We're still quite a long way away from that. I think I'm going to queue up a couple more frigates. In fact, we could even potentially do that over here. Except it would take twice as long. Actually, no, it wouldn't. So I'm just going to queue up a couple of extra light ships. If you have good Diplo rep, you can just buy a charter from your ally. I already have. It's right there. And because I have one so close, they wouldn't sell me anything else. I was really trying to get Surat from them, because Surat has a silly amount of trade power. And it's really Surat that I need to take. But I think so long as I control the coastline here in India, then we'll be fine. Oh, the other thing which I just remembered is I have not gone through the trade zones for a while to make sure everything is in the trade company. Because I do remember there was one or two places which actually weren't. Right here. Australia we can't. Philippines we have. Canton? Canton we have. Yeah, I was definitely not doing amazing there. And I suspect there's also probably quite a few trade company buildings that I can build, because I've been kind of lax on those as well, because I wasn't really sure how valuable they were. I now know that they're extremely valuable. Is that in this game? What the other games have been doing? Japan haven't done any. Mysore I had a couple. No, I think it must have been here where we... Well, easy way to find out. What have I been building? Yeah, I have been building them. Well, that's alright then. Good. Past Mordred was not silly Mordred. So yes, I think that is what we're going to do. We're going to start loading up troops and shipping them out to India for a bit of a Barney over there. I think we'll go and grab the Africa Corps as well. Oh, these are the mercenary troops, that's fine. Ah, where is it? There it is. We will need quite a few troops. This is India. India has lots and lots of men. What tech are they? New colony. They're tech 23. I think we are 23. So they have actually caught up to us. Let's keep on making sure we grab all of this if we can. Austria wants a royal marriage. Am I allied to Austria still? Oh, I am. Alright then. Pretty much Benelux at this point, yeah. I mean, Holland is... well, the Netherlands is pretty strong. Though we don't have Luxembourg. We don't have all of Belgium. There are a couple more provinces I'd like. Like, I'd really like to take Calais, Picardy, Artois, and Cambrai, that place. Cambrai, and Liège. And probably Luxembourg as well. How do I have loans with my income? Probably because I was forced to take some. Or maybe it was because a tech came through. I'm going to assume it was manufacturers happened. Or something did. I don't know. Easy enough to pay off. Also, my loans are pretty cheap because I have interest reduction thanks to being Dutch, and I have economic ideas because I love economic ideas. We can start repaying those. Probably should. Because, yeah, we're paying 10 ducats in interest. Yikes. Oh, and we're gonna need the heavy ships over in India as well. Probably not all of them. I'll send half. And I'll call this one Battle Fleet 2. Okay. And we can pay another loan. Almost can pay 2. Damn, who's producing sugar? Ashanti continue to insult us. Majapahit have insulted us. That's kind of dangerous on your side. Majapahit was one of the ones I was really eyeing up as thinking, how are you still independent? Alright, so one of our armies has arrived. I think I'm actually going to go and grab the third one. We still have 2 armies over here, so we have some defences. Economic ideas are great, almost as important as exploration for a trade empire. Exactly. Next month. Junk. Yeah, we only just took those loans out like a month ago. So an event or something must have come up, and I chose to take loans instead of not. What is my inflation at? 1%. The other thing... no, we're still... what ideas am I currently trying to get? I'm trying to get offensive, to get better leaders, and also that siege ability, which stacks amazingly well with the Dutch siege ability. And what decisions and policies do we have? So I could get a further trade efficiency 20%. I could get the tariffs, but I don't think the tariffs are particularly worthwhile. How am I doing for Diplo? Focusing the most on admin, but that's fine because we're about to try and get some more admin territory. Are you a half price? No. See, now it's showing me the advisor costs. It wasn't in the Japan game. In fact, none of these are half price. These are all full price advisors. How are the estates doing? Alright, the Burkers are kind of pissy, which is reducing my tax efficiency. I could give them settlement. They're currently at -10, so they should be at, let's see, 70. No. Yeah, 70. 60, 70. This is going to be another 10, 80. That's fine. Or 15, whatever. 85. And I'm not going to ask them for a contribution. Oh, this is so tempting, though. That'll go up to 95. That is danger zone. We could get a 25% cheaper advisor, but we make so much money that I don't think that's a huge issue. How old are these guys? We could promote Ivo Huck. I think we probably will. Let's go for another straight up level 3. Keep these monarch points coming in. What am I losing them to right now? Policy is a national focus. Policy is a national focus. I think I'm actually going to turn that off. Especially because I am actually trying to get military ideas at the moment. I have a feeling that previously I was trying to get economic ideas. No, I was getting trade. Okay, I don't know. Karanga gets unrest, or we get some autonomy in Karanga. It's one province, don't really care. Right, consolidation of power. I can choose to have stability cost modifier reduction or an extra diplomat. And I am usually terrible at using diplomats, so I'm going to go with the stability cost. Though I really don't particularly need that right now. As the country grows, so too does the need to be able to act on swiftly and efficiently. The only way to ensure this is by broadening the powers of the executive branch so it has the tools it needs. And moral principle would be very, very helpful too. So yeah, we're going to grab that one. I'm really tempted to get that extra 20% trade. No, I don't need it. I mean, I need it, but I don't need it. That makes sense. Alright, so we have 50,000 troops here. How many troops does Mysore actually have? And Bahmanis, for that matter. Bahmanis have 54. Mysore? I don't know. I mean, I could just declare war on them. Would Gujarat join? Gujarat would join, so we could have some Indian allies. The thing I'm a little bit concerned about is they're going to want some of this coastline, which I really don't want to give them. No, I'm going to wait until my other 50,000 troops have arrived, and then between them, hopefully we'll have enough. You're ready to load up. Hope that's not a transport. Where's my transports right now? Off the coast of Africa. Fun fact, did you guys know that Victoria was crowned Empress of India but never once visited the subcontinent? I did not know that she never visited it. Did I know there was a search thing in the ledger? Yeah, but I always forget it's there. So what was it? Mysore. How does Netherlands appear in Ms? Or maybe it just appears because it's me. So they have only 21,000. Mysore's actually super weak right now. So Bahmanis would be the majority of the military. But it's Mysore, and Mysore does pack a punch. Why can't I convert this? Oh, it's probably one of my African provinces. Yeah, probably. And debt-free. Wait. Oh, crikey. That's gone up by like 100 since I checked last. I haven't even changed anything. Awesome. And one of my generals just died. So the armies over here, quite frankly, you may as well continue drilling, because it's going to be a while before these guys arrive. Alright, they're on their way. Now, I want to build some more colonial structures. You only produce something silly like, okay, cattle. Oh, these aren't trade companies. These are. So what's that? What else is available? Supply limit and defensiveness. Irrelevant. Tax and development cost. Yearly army tradition would be very nice. Noble force limit would also be very nice. Trade... Oh, hang on. Trade steering there isn't useful. Trade steering here is. How much does development in these places usually cost? It's not exactly cheap. Because it's coastline and tropical. But there are some provinces which have gold. Although it's already been developed to the maximum. So no, I don't think I'm going to... Well, some of the spice provinces probably are worth doing, but those are all in India. We'll leave it until those are worth doing. And then the tax. I don't think these guys generate much tax. No, they produce nothing in tax. This is all production. So the only other real thing that we're going to want are admiralties and officer messes and stuff like that. And ship costs. Right, never forget the ship costs. Okay, you've been built, so we're going to protect trade in Gujarat, I think it was. You guys are still being produced. Damn your eyes, Gujarat. Seriously? I'm going to go ahead and declare this war myself. Except I can't because I have a pending call to arms. I'm going to lose the 25 prestige. Because that's really badly timed. New Holland is having issues. New Holland is the United States of America. Is that Holland? I think that's Holland. Yeah, that was Holland. Alright, that'll do. I think the green screen is showing. Where? That fixed? Sorry, I'm not seeing it. And you're saying that we could build some more buildings. Do I want to? Are there any Oh yeah, there are loads of manufactories that we could be doing. Let's get those going first of all. And there's... Okay, I have been seriously lax in terms of buildings. Wow, that's some serious cash I could be producing. Star Fort in Zeeland is done. What's the little OPM? That's actually the Ottomans. Which is annoying because they also have a province over here. So at some point I'm going to have to do a war with the Ottomans to kick them out. But I don't think they control any of the trade zones. So it's not a huge issue. Oh, that requires admin 24. which is actually next level. Then the money really will start to roll in. So I might actually just save up cash so that I can build those when they become available. Oh, another colony is done. And a new trade fleet. Excellent. I need another colonist. You'll do. I have a picture of it. Is there a Discord? Yeah. Right there. Of course, Gujarat's going to have beaten most of their navies. That's very kind of you. Alright, so you need a general. So you can have Ardulu. You guys can stop drilling. And then Mysore. Bahmanis now would not join, so this is literally just me versus Mysore. Sweet. I accept. Lose 8 prestige. It seems that there is a rather small group of Parliament that can't agree with the others. Regardless of the matter at hand, this particular group always seems to have a different opinion from everyone else. How dare they have different opinions? I'll have to wait until that fort falls before I can even cross. And there are a couple of cathedrals that could be built. Gold Province needs university. Gold Province needs university. Gold Province needs university. The other thing I could be doing is building manufactories for my subjects, which is what I think I'd started to do. Because they could definitely make a pretty penny from this too. How much am I making in tariffs nowadays? 81. How much am I spending? 100. Yeah, the tariffs still aren't quite paying for all the money I'm investing in them. But all the money I'm making in trade from them certainly is. In fact, that's a very good reason to build manufactories in your minions' territories. Hey Mike. Tax it. So in fact, yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and just build these. This siege is certainly taking its time. Oldenburg have insulted us. That seems particularly dangerous, Oldenburg, considering who and where you are. And considering I've already fully occupied you once and was on the verge of just annexing you. 71%, seriously? There we go.